In the previous section, the larynx was likened to a box. Running back to front, along the side walls of this box are two paired ridges of tissue, the vocal folds or vocal cords, separated by an elongated recess called the ventricle. The lower ridge or fold is the true vocal cord. Above it, and above the ventricle, is the so-called ventricular fold or false vocal cord. The orientation of this section can be a bit confusing. It's a coronal section through the wall of the larynx only on one side. The lumen of the larynx would be at the left of the section. The ventricular fold or false vocal cord is cut transversely here above the ventricle. The true vocal cord is cut transversely and is here below the ventricle. In the next two images, I'm going to focus firstly on the true vocal cord in this region here, and then the ventricular fold or false vocal cord in this region here. The true vocal cord contains two main functional components, the vocal ligament and an underlying vocalis muscle. Both appear in cross-section. Skeletal muscle of the vocalis muscle, cut transversely, is easily recognised with the muscle fibres having peripheral nuclei. But the ligament, just under the epithelium, is a bit trickier to identify as being collagenous with the nuclei of fibroblasts scattered about. Directly over the vocal ligament, the epithelium is stratified squamous epithelium. The transition between the stratified squamous epithelium and the surrounding typical respiratory tract epithelium is relatively sharp and will be further down here out of the plane of this particular section. The ventricular fold or false vocal cord is covered with typical but thick respiratory tract epithelium, and large numbers of mixed glands, both serous and mucous, and their ducts are in the submucosa. Not visible here, but worth knowing about, is that lymphocytes almost invariably infiltrate into the tissue around the ventricle between the false and the true vocal cords.